He's physically
The inside corner, and it's ball one. Here is the 1-0 pitch to Carlos. That one hit him, and he's on. Hit by a pitch. Here's Ricky Weeks. Ricky batting only 172. He has 3 home runs, driven in 6, and he's 0 for his last 15. Brewers trying to get something going offensively. Gomez leads, draws a throw, and he's back in time. Enemy base stealers are running on Buster Posey. The last 9 in a row have been successful. Lincecum delivers inside to Ricky. 1 ball and no strikes, and Posey trotting out for a quick trip. Brought to you by Quick Trip, ATM. We're $21. I should say 20 shouldn't cost you $21.50. No chance. All right, Buster Posey's finished with his little chat. 1 ball, no strikes. Carlos Gomez hit by a pitch. The Giants are currently on a 9-game homestand. They've won only twice, lost 4 times. Now the pitch. That is off the inside. It's 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. Brandon Belt holding to Gomez at first. And the pitch with the runner holding is inside again. 3-0 on Ricky Weeks. Nothing on Ricky. Gomez aboard. Corey Hart is due next. The pitch with the runner going is inside, ball 4. And Ricky draws a walk. Two are on now with nobody out. Here's Corey Hart hitting .280 with 6 home runs and 13 runs batted in. Couple of Cy Young Award winners working tonight. Lincecum has done it twice, and Greinke once. And the pitch. That is too low, and it's ball 1. He has yet to throw a strike. Posey the sign. Now the pitch to Corey. Swinging a smash up the middle. Backhanded stab. Burris, Arias won and dropped the ball. But Ricky is going to be gone. Arias coming across the bag. Had it long enough, says Angel Hernandez. Emmanuel Burris made a nice backhanded play on a sharply hit ball by Corey. Now the flip as we get another look. Wasn't all that good to Arias as he came across the bag. It was low and couldn't reach it. He got the force there. He picked it up, got the force on Ricky. And now the crew with runners at first and third. And Lincecum with a move and a look towards third. Nothing doing there. Or at first base for Corey Hart. That runner at first base, when you see a pitcher make a move like that towards third. Now the stretch. Here it is. It is too low, ball 1. When you look across the diamond and you see where the third baseman is playing, and a pitcher makes a bluff move over there, you know he's not going there. There's nobody around the bag. But they pick runners off at first in those situations. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Pretty good fastball that time at 91 miles per hour from Lincecum. His last time out, he got a win against San Diego. Giants beat the Padres 2 out of 3 in that series. And then, as I said, had the Florida Marlins or Miami Marlins come in here and knock them off 3. And the pitch. That is off the inside. 2 balls and a strike. Ramirez in 18 previous at-bats against Lincecum has 4 base hits. Now the pitch. That's high at the letters. 3-1. No Ryan Braun in the lineup tonight. Out with that sore Achilles tendon. 3-1. And again, Lincecum. That look over at Gomez and then a quick check of Corey Hart. Ball 3 and strike 1, and now Lincecum backs off. Brewers with a chance here in the opening inning. Haven't scored since the 9th inning of the opening game in San Diego. Now the stretch, here it is. It's low, and he walks Ramirez to load the bases. He's walked 2. Dave Righetti's heading out there to talk things over with Tim Lincecum. Alex Gonzalez is due next. He's had luck with Lincecum. Driven in 3. He's homered against him once. Eddie Hickok's heading out there to try and get things moving along. Cabrera, Pagan, and Blanco. That's the Giants outfield left to right. Gillespie just joined San Francisco yesterday. Arias, Burris, and Belt. That's the Giant infield, third to first. Buster Posey doing the catching. And Tim Lincecum now in a bases loaded jam with 1 out. Here's the pitch. It's too low, and that one popped away from Posey momentarily. 1 ball and no strikes. Gomez, Corey Hart, and Ramirez aboard the pitch. Swing and a foul. That was a breaking ball, and Gonzalez had a good cut and fouled it. Lincecum has had problems in the opening inning this year. 9 of the 17 earned runs that he's given up have come in the first. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss. Came back off speed. He's got a nasty curveball. He throws hard. I mean, this guy's the full package. Hard thrower, big breaking ball, and a very good change of pace. 1-2. He's ready. Here it is. Low, getting by Posey. Here comes Gomez. He'll score. And it's 1-0 Brewers on a wild pitch that popped away from Buster Posey. Lincecum came to the plate to took the toss, but Gomez beat it with a head-first slide. He had a great jump off of third. Posey made a good play just to make a play on Gomez. But he's in there. Wild pitch. 1-0 Brewers. Runners now at second and third. The right-hander ready. 2-2 pitch. Here it is. Struck him out, swinging with a high fastball. First strikeout for him. Here's Jonathan Lucroy. Lucroy in there at 279 with a pair of home runs and 8 runs batted in. Going to be a full house at AT&T Park tonight. Lucroy took one for a strike. That's pretty much the norm out here in San Francisco. Giants drawing well, and always have. Even over at Old Candlestick Park, which is up the coast here a few miles. The pitch, Lucroy, a smash up the middle, base hit to center. Corey's in. Ramirez around third. He'll score on a big base hit by Jonathan Lucroy. 2 out, 2-run single to center. It's 3-0 Brewers, and here is Travis Ishikawa. Boy, what a big base hit that was. A wild pitch gets the Brewers a run. And then Jonathan Lucroy hit one right back through the middle. Ishikawa took one down low. Emmanuel Burris almost made a heck of a play on that one. A reminder, if the Brewers score 5 or more runs, that means you get 6 burgers for $5. Till midnight tomorrow at all George Webb restaurants. Looking good tonight here in the opening inning. Ishikawa had a nice cut and fouled that one back. 1 ball and 1 strike. Field and game conditions tonight presented by Fields Automotive. 53 degrees at game time. Winds out of the west-northwest at about 18 miles per hour, blowing out. And the pitch. Ishikawa sends it foul past Brandon Belt. Ball 1 and strike 2. Beautiful scene set here in San Francisco. Looking out over the bay. Big old full moon coming up here tonight. Now the pitch. Ishikawa banged that one foul off the screen and winding up behind the Giants dugout. Still 1 and 2 on Travis. Visit Fields, Land Rover, Waukesha, or Madison, or log on to LandRoverWaukesha.com or LandRoverMadison.com. Ball 1, strike 2, 3-0 Brewers opening inning. Lincecum deals. Ishikawa sends this one fair and picked up by Brandon Belt right on the line, and the inning is over. But the Brewers get 3 against the Giants ace, Tim Lincecum. Big base hit by Jonathan Lucroy. The end of 1 half inning of play from San Francisco. It's the Brewers 3 and the Giants coming up.
Today's professional.
7 or more runs in any inning for the Crew is a Menards big inning. That will make Louise Hewlett from Junction City the winner of a $1,000 Menards gift card. Visit any Wisconsin Menards store for entry forms and contest information. All right. Zach Greinke has himself a 3-0 lead as he starts his first inning of work here tonight. Here is his opening pitch, and it's high and off the outside corner. Greinke is facing San Francisco for the first time in his career. Gregor Blanco is the batter, and the pitch to him. That one's good for a strike on the outside corner. Connor Gillespie will follow, and then Melky Cabrera. Greinke trying to win his 4th of the year. Here it is, swinging a pop fly, twisting foul and out of play down the left field line. All 1 and strike 2. AT&T Park sits right on the bay. Downtown San Francisco, just off to our left. And the pitch, low and inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Breaking pitch that missed. Day off yesterday. Some players went up to see the wine country in Napa Valley. Some players went out to what has always been one of the favored places, Alcatraz. Some didn't come back. Bouncer hit to first. Ishikawa's got that one. Blanco is retired. Here comes Connor Gillespie. Yeah, Alcatraz, the world-famous prison that is situated out in the San Francisco Bay, has been a popular tourist site for a long time. And the pitch. It's off the outside corner. Popular prison with inmates, too. Sunshine, water. Not really. Tough place. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. 1 ball and 1 strike. Gillespie just joined the Giants yesterday. Talked earlier about Pablo Sandoval, another broken hamate bone, this time in his left hand. Swinging a foul back. He did the same thing last year and missed 41 games for the Giants. They feel that this year he probably can come back a little bit sooner because it's his gloved hand. He played a couple of games with the problem. Matter of fact, he had a home run the other day with that broken bone. The pitch, big bouncer hit to Ishikawa. Greinke's covering, and that takes care of Connor Gillespie. 2 are up, 2 are down. Here comes Melky Cabrera. He's hitting .301 with a home run and 9 runs batted in. If you joined us a little bit tardy tonight, the Brewers got 3 in the top half of the inning. Finally snapped that scoreless streak. Scored in the 9th in San Diego of Game 1, then were shut out twice. 1 strike now on Cabrera. Greinke cracks it up again, swinging a liner, base hit to left. Niger Morgan has that, the throw back, and Cabrera will hold with a 2-out single. He went the other way on an outside fastball. Now Buster Posey, Giants' fine young catcher, .325 with 4 home runs, 9 runs batted in. Now the stretch. Here comes Greinke, a swing and a foul back. 0-1 on Posey. Greinke has faced 5 Giants batters, but never faced them as members of the Giants. Arias, Cabrera. Cabrera now 3 out of 12 against him. 1 ball and 1 strike. He missed down low and outside. Aubrey Huff, who is out of the Giants lineup. Sandoval is gone. Aubrey Huff out with an anxiety disorder. They're expecting him back next week, possibly. The pitch. Bullseye on a fastball. 1-2 on Posey. Freddie Sanchez, league leading hitter a couple of years back with the Pirates. He's out. Ball 1, strike 2. Now the stretch by Zach. Here it is. low and knocked down nicely by Lucroy. Good play there. Ball 2 and strike 2. Two outs. Bottom half of inning number 1. AT&T Park, a sea of orange. And the pitch. Posey sends that one foul. Giants in their orange tops tonight. Giants pants are they're not white. The home uniforms, it's not a white uniform. It's kind of an off-white or a cream colored pair of pants, and then that orange jersey top. Throw to first, and Cabrera's back in time. Two-men are out. Cabrera, pretty good lead. And the pitch. Posey took that one down low. Ball 3 and strike 2. Brewers seeing the Giants for the first time since the Cactus League campaign. All 3 and strike 2. Giants currently a game under 500. Here it is. Runner goes. Swing and a foul. Look out. Back to the lower seats. Giants are at 12 and 13. Dodgers ride the top in the West. Arizona in there at 13-13, followed by Colorado. Ball 3, strike 2 on Posey. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. What a pitch that was by Zack Greinke. He really pulled the string on a breaking ball and had Posey way out in front with a very half-hearted swing. First strikeout for Zack tonight. Giants get nothing on a hit and leave one stranded. And at the end of one complete from San Francisco. It's 3-0 Milwaukee.
In Wisconsin, we all...
Niger Morgan leads things off and takes one off the outside corner from Lincecum. Morgan, a fan favorite out here. Here's the pitch. Swing a line drive, base hit to right. Here's Zack Greinke. Niger came in tonight hitting 175. That was a line single to right. Here's Zack. Yeah, Niger Morgan last year in a series against the Giants out here had the fans out in center field and left center field. He had them all riled up. And the home plate umpire for that particular game was Joe West. And after about 4 or 5 innings of that, Joe West finally went to the dugout and told the Brewers and Niger to kind of quiet things down. Here's the pitch showing Bonnie took that one down low and inside. Niger was having a good time. 1-0. Eddie Cedar sending signs from third. Greinke back in there. Now the pitch showing Bonnet's a good one up along first. Nicely done. Brandon Belt has that, and with Emmanuel Burris covering. Sacrifice, if you score along with us, goes 3-4. Nicely done by Zack. Back to the top of the order we go now in Carlos Gomez. Hit by a pitch and scored back in the first. Boy, how about that story out of New York about last night? Watched it last night, late last night, about Mariano Rivera and Torn ACL for him. Here's the pitch. Inside a ball, 1-0. He did it shagging fly balls. And if there is any good news about that, here's the pitch. Inside 2-0. The report says that Mariano Rivera is going to come back. Well, that whole story broke last night and then throughout the day today, and reading and listening to comments from Yankee players. Here's the pitch. Gomez sends it foul to the Giants dugout. All were hoping that Mariano Rivera would come back. And he says he's going to try. I'm coming back, he said. Put it down in big letters. Rivera is one of the most popular Yankees ever. Here's the pitch. Gomez sends that one foul. Popular not only with the Yankee players and fans, but a pretty popular guy around baseball. One of baseball's all-time great pitchers, closers for sure, but just an outstanding personality, too. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Now the pitch. Half swing and a miss. A foul tipped it. Posey hangs on for the strikeout. And here comes Ricky Weeks. You know, with that injury to Mariano Rivera, it's going to be interesting to see now if teams will discourage pitchers from shagging fly balls in the outfield. A lot of guys do it. It's fun for one thing for them. And in Mariano Rivera's case, that was part of his daily routine. Every day he enjoyed it. And it was, here's the pitch. Ricky, a bouncer, foul past third. It was a way of keeping himself in shape. He liked to do it. But we were talking on the way out to the ballpark tonight. Bobby Valentine was a manager that wouldn't let his pitchers shag at all, just because of that. And with the amount of injuries that are happening in baseball today, Lincecum now backs off. Brewers, Matt Gamble out, torn ACL. It's going to be interesting to see what happens. That was such a freaky thing with Rivera, and the same thing with Matt Gamble. The pitch too high on Ricky at the letters. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Ron Renick saying before the game that it's tough to limit guys from doing stuff because one thing happens.
Oh yeah, I mean it's been a part of your routine every day throughout the baseball season. Pitchers like to shag. I'll tell you what. Here's the pitch. In tight on Ricky again. 2-1. Mariano Rivera. Derek Jeter was talking about him, said he could play center field. That's how good he is at running down and catching fly balls. Two balls on a strike with 2 outs. 3-0, Milwaukee leading. Burris trying to keep Morgan close out at second. Two balls and a strike. Lincecum ready. Here it is. Too low on Ricky and picked up by Buster Posey. Lincecum laboring here in the first inning plus. But all over the place. No Ryan Braun in the Brewers lineup tonight. Possibly tomorrow. We'll wait and see. Now the pitch. Inside to Ricky. He walks Weeks for the second time tonight. And now Corey Hart who went out on a fielder's choice ground ball, a rocket that he hit up the middle, that Burris made a heck of a play on. All right, Corey back in there. Runners at first and second. 3 runs on a couple of hits for the Crew. Lincecum deals inside to Corey Hart. 1 ball and no strikes. That's where he's been missing for the most part tonight. He's trying to work in tight on these right-handed batters, and he's missing off that inside corner. Here's the pitch. Inside again. Buster Posey's setting up in there, and Lincecum is just missing. He's not missing by much, but he's missing. Now Corey Hart sitting 2-0. They play him to pull, and that's the way they're trying to pitch him. Here it is. That one's too high and off the outside corner. It's 3-0. Well, do you let Corey Hart go here? Heck, I would. Sitting 3-0, 2 outs, 2 on. Why not? Now the pitch. He just walked him, and the bases are loaded. Four walks given up by Lincecum. Here comes Dave Righetti again, along with the Giants infield. Try and settle down Tim Lincecum. I watched him warm up tonight, and he looked like he wasn't really that sharp down in the bullpen. Buster Posey was down there catching him, and he was upstairs for the most part in his bullpen session tonight. And this guy is a dynamite pitcher, no doubt about that. 2 Cy Young awards, and he can find everything real quick like and turn it around the other way. Big strikeout pitcher. All right, here we go. Bases loaded. And Aramis Ramirez is the batter. He walked and scored back in the first. Now the pitch. That one's inside. 1 ball and no strikes. Now that was a breaking ball that he hung in there. Right-handed batting Aramis Ramirez. Here it is. That's a strike. Barely. Around the inside corner. 1-1. He's ready and delivers. That's off the inside. 2 balls and a strike. 339 down the left field line here at AT&T Park. 382 to the left center field power alley. 399 to center, and then over in that right center field corner, it's 421. The pitch. That one almost hit him. 3-1 now. Down the right field line, 309 at the foul pole, and then angles out to 365, and then that deep right center field corner. 3-1 on Ramirez. Here's the pitch. Strike on a breaking ball. Three balls, 2 strikes. Trying to pitch his way out of further trouble. Here it is. Swinging a foul back. That one was upstairs on Ramirez, and he had a good cut. Fouled it straight back. Morgan, Weeks, and Hart are aboard. 3-0 Brewers in the second. Posey the sign, and the pitch. Swinging a soft fly to right, and caught out there by Gregor Blanco, and the inning is over. He gets out of it. Brewers get nothing on a hit. They leave 3 stranded. And after an inning and a half from San Francisco, it's still 3-0 Milwaukee.
And Ted McGrath.
Nightfall setting in on the San Francisco Bay. With you from AT&T Park, it's the Brewers 3 and the Giants nothing. San Francisco batting into third. Burris, Lincecum, and Blanco facing Zach Greinke. And the righty's first pitch is down and in, ball 1. Burris with 4 RBIs, hitting at .260. Switch batter stands in for the left side in the 1-0. There's a strike right on the outer edge. 1-1. A couple of Cy Young Award winners tonight. And now Burris will step out. Burris out of Washington, D.C. Now the 1-1 pitch. It's in tight. Belt high. 2 balls and a strike to Burris. And really one of the first player out of the D.C. school system playing the big leagues in almost 30 years. 2-1. Swinging a ground ball. Slowly hit to second base. Weeks flips it onto first. And 1 away in the third. You can count on your friends at Badger Mutual Insurance to make sure your auto, home, or business is properly protected. Badger Mutual Insurance, protecting people's dreams for more than 125 years. That'll bring up the pitcher, Tim Lincecum. He's got an RBI, hitting at 125. And the first pitch is in for a strike. One of the rare pitchers to bat from the opposite side of the plate. He is a left-handed batter. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And it's down and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. And there's always the fear that because you expose your pitching arm toward the pitcher, that if you get flunked on it, you might have to come out of a game. 1-1 in for a strike. 1-2 the count. Greinke off the mound, going to his hand and blowing it. 53 at game time, cooling off as the winds swirl here on the bay. Sailboats coming in to rest for the night. Here's the 1-2. Strike 3 call right at the knees on the outer edge. At 93 from Greinke. And that's out number 2. That's the second strikeout for Greinke. 2 up, 2 down, back to the top of the order for Gregor Blanco. On May 9th, after the Brewers-Reds game at Miller Park, you can catch the Wisconsin-Milwaukee Panthers, UWM Panthers baseball team take on Northwestern. And the UWM game will occur about an hour after the Brewers game on May 9th, after the Brewers and the Reds. The first one is in for a strike. Blanco, who rolled to first his first time. 3-0 Brewers lead it. A rare early lead for the Brewers. 0-1. Down and in. 1 ball, 1 strike. In the last 20 games, Brewers opponents have scored first 18 times. So they've had to battle from behind a lot tonight. Tonight they'll protect this lead. 1-1 is in for a strike. Fastball in just above the knees. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Blanco. In the leadoff spot for the second straight game. One, 2 from Greinke. Down low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bruce Bochy flipping around his lineup a little bit. And tonight, Ricky Weeks now in the 2 spot for the Brewers. 2-2. Strike 3 call. Fastball on the outer edge. And he catches Blanco looking, and that ends the inning. Back-to-back strikeouts in the 1-2-3 frame for Zach Greinke. Fourth inning coming up from San Francisco, and it's the Brewers 3, the Giants nothing. Fourth inning coming up from AT&T Park. The Brewers leading the Giants 3-0. Nyjer Morgan leads things off. Zach Greinke and then Carlos Gomez. And the first one misses away, ball one. Lincecum, after throwing 50 pitches in the first 2 innings, needed just 9 to retire the Brewers in order in the third. 1-0 back up high. 2 balls and no strikes. Lincecum has walked 4 tonight. And that lately has been the norm for him. The 2-0, there's a strike about level with the 2 on the uniform of Morgan. 2 balls and a strike. 4 walks against the Padres in his last start, 5 in the one before that. There's one inside and a little high. 3-1 to Morgan. Waiting, and the pitch. There's a strike. Fastball at 89. 3-2. Right-handed ready. Here it comes, and a swing and a foul back. And with Lincecum, his velocity has been a little bit down, and sometimes that can be misleading because velocity tends to increase as the season moves on a little bit. Warmer weather too. 3-2, swinging a ground ball on to second base, and the throw over to Burris, or by Burris to Belt, is true, and there's one away as Morgan bounces out to second to start the fourth. One gone, and Zach Greinke will bat. You know, Lincecum, that fastball when he came on the scene was 94. His average fastball last year was 92. This year a little under 90, and I think people pay attention to that a lot because he has that unorthodox delivery. He's small in stature. First one to Greinke, and it's in for a strike. And so everyone thinks, well, when's the gig up? When is it's not going to work for him anymore? Well, it's worked for him for a very long time, and he's been very, very successful. 0-1, a wave and a miss. Good curveball. 2 strikes to Greinke. But there is one problem with that, is that his changeup now is still about the same velocity, and it's not as different as his fastball. Swinging a tap foul. Still 2 strikes, so that can be problematic at times. But as we've seen in this at bat, he's still got that good curveball and that slider that he owns. He's got a very good assortment, and that's why he's been among the best for the last few years. 0-2, swinging a fly ball hit down the left field line, but curling foul. Almost home run distance. Greinke got out in front of it. Still 2 strikes. Greinke won the Cy Young Award. So did Lincecum. Lincecum's won 2. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing at the tap foul. And last year, Lincecum had a losing record, but that's misleading. He had a 2.74 ERA. It's at 6 right now in the early going. 3-0 Brewers lead. 0-2 pitch. Swing and a foul tip in and out of the glove of Posey. 2 strikes, the count remains. Outfielders with the pitcher up. Play shallow to the opposite field. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Waved on that changeup. And that is the third strikeout for Lincecum. And there are 2 away. Back to the top now for Carlos Gomez. You want to meet some Brewers alumni and Bernie Brewer and have a chance to win some Brewers tickets? Tell you how, right after this pitch to Gomez. He swings and hits one high in the air to left center field, but playable for Pagan. He'll make the catch in deep left center, and the inning is over. How about that for a cliffhanger? Another 1-2-3 inning. Lincecum has retired 7 in a row, and we'll send it to the last of the 4th. The Brewers lead it 3-0.
Famous worst. News Radio 620 WTMJ.
Last of the 4th coming up. Giants coming to bat 2, 3, and 4. Gillespie, Cabrera, and Posey against Zach Greinke, and the Brewers leading it 3-0. See your favorite Brewers from little leaguers to big leaguers. Play No Deuce Pro in today's Journal Sentinel. Collect all full color posters only in your Journal Sentinel. No Deuce Pro is sponsored by Freighter and the Medical College of Wisconsin. Connor Gillespie to lead things off. 1 out of 4. Carlos Gomez is out of the game as Norichika Aoki is in left, and Morgan moves to center. First pitch, Gillespie lines one foul to right, and it is strike 1 to him. Gomez, when he was rounding the bag on that flyout, seemed to be a little ginger in his gait.
Hey.
And so Aoki will bat in Gomez's spot atop the order. 1 strike to Gillespie. And now Greinke will step off. Well, just as the Brewers have caught the injury bug, you hope that Gomez is just out for mere precaution. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a pop foul off to the left. 2 strikes to count. Gillespie played his college ball at Wichita State. Grew up in Omaha, Nebraska. Now the 0-2 from Greinke. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Got him on the change of pace. That's 3 straight strikeouts now for Greinke. 1 away, and here's Melky Cabrera. And it's time tonight for our U.S. Cellular Text the Booth segment. I'll get your question, perhaps. We'll read it. And the better part is you can win tickets, perhaps, to an upcoming game. Start your text with the letters BREW and send it to 31046. Normal text rates apply. Cabrera takes one low for ball 1. Cabrera with a hit his first time. Bats from the left side. 1 out, bases clear. Brewers leading 3-0. Giants batting. And the pitch. Swinging a ground ball. 3 hops to second base. Weeks up with it. He'll fling it on to first, and there are 2 away. And now Buster Posey will come up with the bases clear. Time to take a look at scores on our American Family Insurance scoreboard. Your dream is out there. Go get it. American Family Insurance will protect it. Find out more at amfam.com. Cubs winners earlier today, 5-4 over the Dodgers. First pitch, Posey takes outside. Fastball missed, ball 1. Paul Maholm beat Chad Billingsley. And the new Cubs closer, Rafael Dolis, with his second save. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Fastball in underneath the hands, 1-1. Reds win at Pittsburgh 6-1. Johnny Cueto goes to 4-0. Jay Bruce hit his 8th home run. 1-1 pitch. Swinging a ground ball. Rolled to third, barehanded by Ramirez. Throws onto first in time for the out. Nice play by Aramis Ramirez on the barehand. That was his only shot. Able to throw out Posey to end the inning. Greinke has retired 7 in a row. We'll send it to the 5th. It remains the Brewers 3 and the Giants nothing.
Miller. News Radio 620 WTMJ.
Fifth inning from AT&T Park, and the Brewers with 3 first-inning runs, leading the Giants 3-0. Tim Lincecum, Zach Greinke. Tonight we've got a good one. Back on the call once again. Here's Bob Uecker.
All right, Joe, and our contestant tonight in the Potawatomi Bingo Casino Page Big 21 contest, Steve Butterfield from La Crosse. Chance to win $5,000 from Potawatomi, and a Firekeepers Club member. If you win, you pick up an additional $5,000 in reward play. Pretty good deal. Get complete details at brewersradionetwork.com. Ricky Weeks is in there to lead things off against Tim Lincecum. He's been up twice and walked twice. He swings and fouls for a strike. Portions of tonight's game brought to you by Miller Lite. When you have your friends at a light beer that tastes like a beer should, it's not just a good time, it's Miller time. One strike on Ricky Weeks. Here's Corey Hart. Has bounced into a fielder's choice and walked. Have we got a report on Gomez yet, Kent? Corey looked at a strike at the outside corner. Gomez left the game. Bottom half of the fourth. Here's the 0-1 delivery, and that's a swing and a miss. 2 strikes on Corey Hart. Huge part of, here's the pitch, low and inside. Huge part of the game for Carlos Gomez is his legs, of course, speed. I don't know if he pulled something going around first, came into second base, kind of pulling up rather gingerly. The pitch too high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Just the look on his face as he was heading back toward the dugout indicated something was wrong. And he's gone. Now Lincecum deals Corey a half swing and a foul back. He's starting to get his stuff together here in the 5th inning. Pitch through the 3rd, 1, 2, 3, the 4th, and is locating here in the 5th. Just did on Corey Hart with a fastball strike. Right on the corner. 4th strikeout for Lincecum. He's as capable as anybody in baseball of getting off to a bad start or being a little bit shaky and then finding it, and I mean mowing you down one after another. Swinging a broken bat ground ball to short. Arias has that and throws him out, and Lincecum has now retired the last 10 in order. Bottom half of the 5th coming up. It remains 3-0 Brewers.
Warm Clinics is a dental.
Baseball tonight being brought to you by Usinger's Great Tasting Sausage. Look for those Mr. Baseball brats, folks. Sendik's Food Markets. They're great tasting, and they help raise money for Make-A-Wish. Try some at your next picnic, tailgate, or get-together at home. Angel Pagan will lead things off. 17-game hitting streak into tonight's game. Showing bunt, looking low, and it's 1-0. Pagan, Brandon Belt, and then Joaquin Arias. Here comes Greinke, swinging a liner, base it to center. Pagan's hitting streak now moves to 18. That was a fastball about thigh high out over the plate, and he hit it right back through the box. Now Brandon Belt, he threw a walk and was the front end of a twin killing back in the second. He walked, and then Arias hit into a double play. Now the pitch, check swing, strike. 0-1 on Brandon Belt. Giants trailing 3-0. Trying to snap their losing streak at 3 games, swept by the Miami Marlins. And to throw to first, Angel Pagan back in time. Cool, clear night in San Francisco. Now the pitch. That one is downstairs. 1 ball and 1 strike now. Day off here yesterday. Pretty much overcast for most of the day. Very windy and cool. 1 ball and 1 strike. Get down around the water here, too. It cools off a little bit. Now Greinke flips one to first, and the runner is back again. Ball 1 and strike 1. Belt, without a home run, he's driven in 5. Giants first baseman waits. There goes the runner. The pitch is lined to right center. That's going to be a base hit. And the Giants have runners at the corners now with nobody out. Bruce Bochy trying to get something going. Sends Pagan on a hit and run, and there are 2 out. Here comes Joaquin Arias. Playing at shortstop tonight. Now the pitch, swinging a pop-up. This ball is going to make the seats near the Brewers dugout. 0-1 on the right-handed batting Joaquin Arias. Brewers with 3 in the opening inning, and Lincecum has settled down. Now Greinke deals in tight. That one almost nicked him about belt high. 1 ball and 1 strike. The infield is playing back. Activity in the Giants bullpen. Left-hander is up out there. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. There's the bender down low and away, and Arias went after it. He's playing tonight for Brandon Crawford, who's been rather shaky at shortstop. Bochy sat him tonight, and Arias gets to play. Runners lead first and third. Now the pitch. He swings and fouls. Just did get a piece of it. That pitch about ankle high, and Arias just tapped it foul. Ball 1, strike 2. Nobody out here in the Giants' 5th. Greinke sets. Here it is. Bouncer hit towards third in the left field, a base hit. And the Giants are on the board. are now at first and second. There is still nobody out. That one just out of the reach of the diving Aramis Ramirez. 3 hits in a row against Zach. Greinke is ready to work now. The pitch. That's off the outside corner, ball 1. Greinke gave up a hit in the first with 2 outs. That was to Melky Cabrera. He pitched out of that with a strikeout to Buster Posey. Then faced the minimum 3 in the second with the aid of that double play ball. 1, 2, 3 in the third and fourth. That one low and inside, and it's 2-0. And here in the fifth, the Giants are on the board. Two balls, no strikes. Emmanuel Burris. And the pitch to him. That's too low. 3-0 now. Giants and the Brewers split the series a year ago. The pitch, there's a strike. 6 games. Giants went 2-1 here and lost at Miller Park 2-1. All-time Giants 58-49 against Milwaukee. Swinging a big bouncer hit to Ishikawa. He will take Emmanuel Burris unassisted, moving runners to second and third, and Tim Lincecum is going to leave the game for a pinch hitter. So the Giants right-hander, who works 5 innings tonight, gives way to a pinch hitter, and that's going to be Nate Scherholz. Rick Kranitz out for a quick visit and a trip to talk things over with Greinke and a portion of the Brewers infield. ATM from Quick Trip, where $21, I should say 20, shouldn't cost you $21.50. All right, Scherholz, a left-handed batter. Giants right fielder when he's in there. And that's where he is right now. Standing in, runners at second and third. 3-1, Brewers lead, 5th inning. Now the pitch. In tight, and it's 1 ball and no strikes. One ball and no strikes. Zach working from the windup. Here it is. Swinging a broken bat. Look out. Into the seats. The barrel end of that bat. Way down past the Brewers dugout. Spinning into the seats. And hopefully everybody is okay, and it looks like it. Anyway, I hate to see that. Foul balls are bad enough, but a broken bat, that broke off right at the handle and went flying into the seats, the barrel end, but everybody's good. Everybody's okay. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here comes Zach. Scherholz sends it foul to the seats. Travis Blackley is the left-hander up for San Francisco. Sherholtz batting .258. Now the windup. Here comes Zach. Hey, struck him out swinging. He pulled the string on Sherholtz and had him way out front. That was a dandy. In the dirt. Picked up by Lucroy. To the top of the order we go now in Gregor Blanco, the right fielder. He has bounced out and struck out looking. Brewers still have the lead, 3-1. Left-handed batting, Giants right fielder. The windup and the pitch. That just missed outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Frankie facing San Francisco for the first time in his career. Trying to win his 4th against 1 loss. Now the windup, here it is. Bullseye, even now at 1-1. That is the 73rd pitch thrown by Zach tonight. Lucroy sets down the sign. Frankie shaking off one. Now he's ready. Here it is. That one just missed at the knees, but off the outside corner. 2 balls and a strike. Runners lead, 2nd and 3rd. Blanco pumping that bat. Now Zach backs off. First of 3 against the Giants. Couple of day games to follow. And then the crew heads back home Sunday. Here's the pitch. Swinging on drive into right center. Morgan is there, and he's got it to end the inning. Good running catch by Niger. He got there in time to pull that one down. And the Giants are finished in the 5th. They get a run. 3 hits. Leave 2 stranded. And at the end of 5 complete now from San Francisco, it is the Brewers 3 and the Giants 1.
What's your dream vehicle?
Travis Blackley, a left-hander, is now working for San Francisco. And working for the crew to lead things off, Alex Gonzalez. And the opening pitch in the 6th is down low, picked up by Buster Posey. Gonzalez tonight has struck out and bounced to 3rd. Here it is. That one is a strike. On the outside corner. Time for the Woodman's Food Market's home run inning.
2 hits. 3 runs, they were all earned. 4 walks.
Now the windup and the 1-1 delivery. That's in there again.
A 1-wild pitch. There's 9 innings, 2 hits, 3 runs, all earned, 4 walks, 4 strikeouts, 1 hit batter, and 1 wild pitch.
Lincecum's line tonight.
4 pitches.
He works 5, 3 runs, all earned, on a couple of base hits. There's a swing and a miss. And Gonzalez strikes out. Here's Lucroy. And that big base hit back in the opening inning with 2 outs. Driving a single to center. Wild pitch and a 2-run single. Here's a drive into right center. Well hit. And this ball is going to be in the gap and off the wall. Lucroy is going to dig for 3. And he's going to be in there with a sliding 3-bagger. Boy, I want to tell you, Jonathan Lucroy really got into that one. It was a high fastball around the outside, and he hit it into right center field. Pagan took off like a shot, but he never could catch up to it. And Lucroy had 3 on his mind all the way. All right, Travis Ishikawa now with a big run at third. Couple of left-handed batters now. Ishikawa, as Joe told you, former Giant. Now the pitch. Look out, off the inside, ball 1. Travis Blackley. In his second game, Woodman's Food Market's home run inning, John Breaker, I believe it is, from Menasha is our contestant. Chance for a $400 Woodman's gift card jackpot. Need a base hit here. Infield playing up. Here it is. Squeezes on. It's a beauty. Hey, and they score. Posey picks it up and throws in time to get Ishikawa on a beautifully executed suicide squeeze against the left-hander. Ishikawa got it down out in front of home plate. Posey tried to get out there and grab it and then get the runner. Didn't do that, and then bobbled the ball, but recovered in time to get Ishikawa. Beautiful sacrifice of the suicide squeeze variety. Nicely done. That's a big run for the Crew. 4-1 now. Here's Morgan showing bunt, taking down low. Couldn't have done it any better. All you got to do is get that ball down. You don't care where it goes. Just get it down. Because that runner is coming. And it's virtually one of the toughest plays there is. This one's hit into the gap in left center and pulled down by Cabrera. It's such a tough play to defend. By the time everybody in the dugout, on the third base dugout here, the Giants hollering, there he goes. It's too late because the pitch is on the way. And that runner at third, you really have to break perfectly. Talk more when we come back. Big run for the Crew. 5.5 complete. 4-1 Milwaukee.
Hi, Mom. It's your favorite comedic son, John.
Back for the Giants, 6th inning. But to finish up that suicide squeeze situation, all you've got to do is get it down. I mean, if you pop it up, too bad. It's going to be a double play. But you have to get the bat on the ball because that runner's dead. And he can't leave too soon. Greinke now deals strike 1. If he leaves too soon, that hitter's going on his backside. Guaranteed. You throw it behind you or up above your head where you have no chance to bunt it, and the runner is gone. The pitch, a little low, and it's a ball and a strike now on Connor Gillespie. So if you break right from third, and that hitter, all you got to do is get it down, Joe. Just put it on the ground someplace, and it works. Brewers have done it unbelievably well. I don't think they've missed yet the pitch. There's a strike, 1-2.
I want to say it's at least the 4th time they've done it this year. Maybe 5.
Did it in spring training a couple of times, and it worked perfectly. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Swinging a liner, base hit to left. That one was upstairs, and Gillespie picks up his first hit tonight. The other times that you hang around during batting practice and you're laying down bunts and doing all that stuff that sometimes, man, what do I have to do this for? You know, why don't I just go up here and swing, get my swings in, and get out of here? But sometimes you're going to be called on to try and execute that suicide, and you better. That one's high and outside. You better have it all about you. Nicely done by Ishikawa. 4-1 Brewers. And the batter is Melky Cabrera, who has a single and a ground out. Here comes Zach, showing bunt, taking a strike. Sendik's Food Markets, proud to donate $100 to the MAC Fund. Each stolen base by the crew. Red bagged. You know it's quality. The pitch. Cabrera sends it foul to left. Portions of our game tonight brought to you by Miller Lite. When you have your friends and a light beer that tastes like a beer should, it's not just a good time, it's Miller time. You know that. Ball 1 and strike 2. Greinke checks Gillespie. Here it is. Swinging and a fly ball to left. And this one is going to drop on the warning track. No chance for Aoki or Ramirez. A ball and 2 strikes on the Giants left fielder. Cabrera came in tonight at 3:01. He has a home run. Here's the pitch to him. Swinging a liner. Base hit to right center. This is in the gap, and he's going to score a run. Way out there at that 4:21 marker. Cabrera will hold with a triple, and it's 4-2 Milwaukee. That one got into the gap out in right center, and Corey Hart turned around and started heading for that far corner out there. It's 421 feet away, and I'll tell you what, anybody with some really decent speed, above average, would make a pretty good case for an inside-the-park home run. Still nobody out, and Buster Posey is the batter, and the Brewers bullpen is going to get busy. Here it is. Three-base hit for Cabrera. He's 2 out of 3 tonight. He waits. Infield's back. The pitch. Big swing and a foul. That one got a piece of Lucroy. Give him a moment to get some feeling back. 10 for identification here. This is the Brewers Radio Network.
This is your news, weather, and traffic station, and the home of the Packers, Brewers, Badgers, and Bucks. News Radio 620 WTMJ, Milwaukee.
Cameron Lowe is up in the Brewers bullpen. Greinke, here it is, swinging a base hit to right. And there is still nobody out. Rick Brennitz out there again for another quick trip. Brought to you by Quick Trip from ATM, where $20 shouldn't cost you $21.50. Giants trying to snap their 3-game losing streak. Brewers have lost 2 in a row. Buster Posey picks up his 10th RBI. That's the thing about Posey that everybody likes about him as a hitter, the fact that he's not a one-way guy. I mean, he's going to hit you to right. That was a breaking ball inside from the middle in, and you could see it in his swing as he went to hit that ball. He hit it actually behind him and pushed it. Hit it well, but he hit it to right field between Ricky and Travis Ishikawa. Outside, ball 1. Angel Pagan with a base hit and a run scored back in the 5th. He extended his hitting streak to 18 straight. Brandon Belt is scheduled next. Nobody out. 2 runs are in. Zach deals again, and that's hit foul. Got away with a high fastball that time. Back in the 5th, the Giants had 3 consecutive singles. Pagan, Belt, and then Joaquin Arias got the Giants on the board with a base hit. Greinke got out of that with no further damage. How about a double play ball here? 1 ball and 1 strike. Posey leads inside. 2 balls and a strike. Buster Posey, who doesn't run all that well. Now, 2 balls and a strike. Not to say they wouldn't send him on a hit and run. 4-3, Giants right back in it. Now the pitch. Swinging a bouncer. Ramirez diving stab from his knees. Throws in time. Pagan is after the first base umpire. That's Ed Rapuano, and Roberto Kelly got in between them before any further damage was done. And now Bruce Bochy is out there. I don't know if Rapuano, if he ran him or not. He told Pagan to get out of my face and pointed back toward the dugout. Now, I don't know if he ran him or if he told him, leave before I run you. Very close play at first. A heck of a play by Ramirez, and Bruce Bochy is still out there. And you know what? When an umpire gives you that much time and that much to say, and it makes you believe that maybe he didn't get the call right. And I think that's where an umpire sometimes is going to give you more than he would in another situation. And to be perfectly honest about it, the play looked like Pagan beat it. Bottom line, there's 1 out. Posey winds up at second. And the batter is Brandon Belt. Here comes Zach. Bullseye, and it's 0-1. The play by Ramirez was a dandy, a diving stab to his left. One strike, 1 out. Tying run at second base for San Francisco, the pitch. That one is inside and gets by Lucroy. And see how they score that one. Pass ball or a wild pitch. It was inside. It's a pass ball. It was a ball that Lucroy should have handled. He'd tell you that. About knee high and off the inside. He was setting up in there. And got a piece of it, but not enough. To third now is Buster Posey. And the pitch. Too high. 2 balls on a strike. Pass ball charged to Lucroy. Tying run 90 feet away with 1 out. Belt tonight has walked and singled. Infield is up. And the pitch to him. Check swing, and that one is inside. 3-1 with Joaquin Arias to follow. And I don't know if Rapuano ran Pagan or not. The pitch. Swinging a bouncer. Ricky can handle it. And this game is tied. That one was hit right at him, and he let it get away. 4-4 tie now. And Ricky Weeks has been charged with an error. That one was easy for Ricky, and he let it get away. I know he's going to come in and give Zach Greinke a pat on the backside and say, look, my fault. Ricky has the ball, and we get Cameron Lowe. The U.S. Cellular call to the bullpen has been made. U.S. Cellular is the exclusive wireless provider for the crew. Back after this on the Brewers Radio Network. We're in the 6th, tied at 4.
With U.S. Cellular.
Well, the Giants have tied it at 4. 1 out, runner aboard, and Cameron Lowe will try to stop this Giant uprising here in the 6th inning. Greinke works 5 1/3, and the pitch, that's a strike. Greinke gave up 7 hits. The Brewers have been held to only 4, or I should say 3 base hits. They got the 4 runs, but on 3 base hits against Lincecum. And Travis Blakely, who came on to work. There's a swing and a bouncer hit to Ramirez. He'll go to first for Arias. Inning should be over. Brandon Belt winds up at second base. And here comes Emmanuel Burris, the second baseman. Burris tonight has bounced out twice. Right-hander is up in the San Francisco bullpen. And this pitch down low and inside and saved by Lucroy. I think that's Clay Hensley. It is 1 ball, no strikes on Burris. And a good one going here to open up this series against San Francisco. Cameron Lowe cranks it up again. Swing and a miss. 1 ball and 1 strike. Cameron Lowe's done a good job. 1-1, loss done. 10th appearance, 11 innings, 9 hits, only 3 earned runs against big Cameron Lowe. And the next pitch, he tried to bunt and fouled it. I don't understand that. Leave it up to the next guy. Lead run out at second base. And trying to bunt. Ball 1, strike 2, 2 outs. Lowe sets again. There's the kick. Here's the pitch. That one drops downstairs. Ball 2 and strike 2. First of 3 against the Giants. Hope you're with us throughout the weekend. Two balls, 2 strikes. Lucroy sets one down. Now the pitch. Swinging a bouncer up along third. Cameron's got it. Better hurry. Didn't get him. Byron got it there in time. He was a little bit lackadaisical getting to it and taking his time to get off a throw, but you knew it was going to be a bang-bang play at first base. Renicky has finished his chat with Rapuano, and twice now, a couple of bang-bang plays. One against the Giants, and this one for the Giants, and he was out. And here comes Rick Kranitz out to talk with Lowe and Jonathan Lucroy, and that one bang play, but it looked like Ishikawa had the ball. So the inning continues for the Giants. They have runners at first and third now. And here is Ryan Terrio as a pinch hitter. This guy's given the crew problems. He has had some big base hits against Milwaukee. Former Cub. That's where he did a lot of damage against the Brewers. Lowe delivers to him, and it's off the outside corner. 1 ball to no strikes. Now the stretch and the 1-0 offering. Too low and off the inside corner. 2 balls, no strikes. Ryan Terrio, 231. He's driven in 1 run. Four tie, lead run at third. And the pitch. Swinging a bouncer, Ramirez picks it clean and throws out his former teammate, and the inning is finally over. But the Giants tie the game. To the 7th inning we move. Brewers 4, Giants 4.
Well, Russell, you've broken your...
We move to the 7th inning. Game tied now at 4 apiece. Ought to be a dandy of a series. Tomorrow afternoon, Sunday afternoon, and then the crew heads back home. 7th inning is on, and here's Joe Block.
Thanks, Hugh. And Clay Hensley will come aboard for the Giants. He's pitched exclusively out of the pen so far, 1-2 with a 1.17 ERA. On for the 12th time, 9 strikeouts in his 7 2/3 innings. The native of Pearland, Texas. And he will face Brooks Conrad, who will start things off. He will pinch hit for Lowe. Conrad making his Brewers debut. And hit 400 in Nashville with 5 home runs. Switch batter stands in left. First pitch from the righty. And a breaking ball in for a strike. Conrad's got some pop. 4-4 game here in the 7th. The pitch. And another breaking ball in for strike 2 to Conrad. And the pitch. Breaking ball in the dirt. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Conrad, as a left-handed batter, a career .218 hitter, but .268 from the right side. And Ron Renicky saying before the game tonight, might see Conrad at first base tomorrow. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Down low, 2 balls and 2 strikes with the left-hander going tomorrow. Time for our U.S. Cellular Text the Booth question from the 262. What role will Brooks Conrad play for the Brewers? Well, good timing. Well, he'll play all over probably and likely be a versatile bat off the bench. 2-2. Swing and a foul back. Went after something off speed up high. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Conrad can play some second and third and has played 4 innings at first base in the majors and 11 games in the minors. But he's been breaking in a glove for a couple of years over there. 2-2. Up high. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And he's played the outfield as well in the corners. So a utility guy, a power hitting, switch hitting guy off the bench. 3-2 pitch. Swinging a chopper to first. Fair ball. Scooped up by Belts, and he'll touch the bag ahead of the runner for the out, 1 away. The Wisconsin Department of Transportation in AAA Wisconsin reminding you to slow down, move over, and drive safely in work zones. 1 away in the 7th, and back to the top of the order for Norichika Aoki. He came in after Gomez left the game after the 4th inning. Here to run out a fly ball a little bit gingerly. Aoki at 269. And the first pitch. There's a strike. A home run. That was an inside the Parker. 2 RBIs for Aoki. Left-handed batter. Now the 0-1. Swinging a ground ball. Skips past the mound. Scooped up by the second baseman Burris. Throws on to first, and Belt can't scoop it up. I think Aoki would have beaten it out even if Belt was able to get there. And that was a terrific play by Burris, ranging far to his right just to keep that from trickling into the outfield. But it's a base hit for Aoki. And he's aboard at first with 1 out in this 4-4 tie. Here's Ricky Weeks, who's drawn a couple of more walks and has bounced out to third. Weeks down in the 2 spot tonight. Ron Renicky saying that's where he will reside, at least for the time being. Aoki is a threat to run. He's leading but not going, and the first pitch is in for a strike. Trying to get something going. The Brewers scratched out 3 in the first and then loaded the bases with 2 outs in the second, but could not score. And since then, since that second inning, Aoki has just the second hit. Second base runner, in fact. That one's down low. 1 ball, 1 strike. The Brewers using the suicide squeeze. Travis Ishikawa getting the bunt down. Driving in the run. Jose Vargas is warming in the Brewers bullpen. He'll come on for Lowe, whose day is done. Now the 1-1. And that's in for a strike. 1-2 now to Weeks. Brewers getting off to an early lead. That has not been the norm. The Brewers have often had to come back in games. They have trailed in all but 2 games this year at some point in the game. And tonight they have either led or been tied throughout. 4-4 here in the 7th. Toss over to first, and Aoki is back. Last time the Brewers had not trailed at any point in a game was April 10th. So it shows you that they've had some hardship. They've been able to come back in a lot of games and win them. And tonight, trying to get back into the lead. 4-4. And Aoki tenders another throw. Zach Greinke goes 5 1/3 tonight. 7 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned, a walk, and 5 strikeouts. 1-2. There goes Aoki, swinging a ground ball hit up the middle, knocked down by Arias. Is the only plays to first, and Weeks beat it out. With Aoki on the move, Arias didn't have that easy play at second, and Weeks hurtling down that line. And once Arias had to go to the ground and knock the ball down, Weeks made it a tough play and he beat it out. So Weeks with an infield single following Aoki's infield single. And here comes a trip to the mound. A U.S. Cellular call to the bullpen. Bruce Bochy will grab the ball from Hensley. And we'll tell you about the new pitcher after this. It's a 4-4 tie, 2 on, 1 out for the Brewers in the 7th. Back in a moment here on the Brewers Radio Network. Corey Hart to bat against Sergio Romo, the right-hander, who has not given up a run in 6 1/3 innings. On for the 9th time. Batting with Aoki on at second, Weeks on at first, 1 out, 4-4 tie in the 7th. And the pitch. A swing and a fly ball down the left field line, curling foul. And they strike 1 to Hart. Brewers with 3 in the first. Successful suicide squeeze to take a 4-1 lead in the top of the 6th. But the Giants, 3 across in the bottom half, have tied it. Now the Brewers looking to retake what was once theirs. One strike pitch to Hart. Swing and a miss. Good changeup by Romo, the bearded one. 2 strikes. And with Wilson on the shelf, Romo is the bearded bullpen man who has played a key role for the Giants in recent years in the later innings. He sets. Long wait. 0-2 pitch. Out and away. Looked like a slider of some sort from Romo. 1 ball, 2 strikes. In his Giants career, an ERA 2.2. Now in his 5th year out of the San Francisco pen. Hart, big, tall, right-handed batter with 6 home runs this year. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swinging a chopper foul. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Aoki, the lead runner, runs well. Weeks has some decent wheels over at first. Harris pawing around some dirt in the bullpen down the right field line. He'll come in and pitch the bottom half of the 7th as Lowe has been lifted. Hart wagging his bat, waiting. Romo's ready. Long wait, and the 1-2 pitch. Swinging a fly ball to center. Deep, but playable for Pagan on the warning track. Will make the catch. Both runners will tag. The throws into second. Weeks is in safely. Aoki moves up to third on the deep fly ball to center. And now there are 2 away, but a productive out. As now 2 in scoring position for Aramis Ramirez. And the cleanup man was in a 2-out situation back in the 2nd. Ramirez batted with the bases loaded and fly out to right. Now an opportunity here with a clutch hit to give the Brewers the lead right back here. It's a 4-4 tie here in the 7th. Romo peering in. He sets away from the body, and the first pitch slings one in for a strike. He'll drop down from the side sometimes. One strike to count. Aoki at third. Weeks at second with 2 outs. 4-4 deadlock in the 7th. 0-1 from Romo. Ramirez swings and lines it into left for a base hit. Aoki's in to score. Weeks is right behind him. 2-run single. Aramis Ramirez, and the Brewers retake the lead. It's 6-4. And that is a clutch hit for Ramirez, making good the second time around tonight. The cleanup man doing it and giving the Brewers the lead that they've had most of the night. 6-4 here in the 7th. And now here's Alex Gonzalez, 0 for 3 tonight. Those runs will be charged to Hensley. And a toss over to first, and Ramirez is back. And because the Brewers have scored 5 or more, that means you can get 6 burgers for $5 until midnight tomorrow at George Webb's. First pitch, and it's taken down and away, ball 1. 6-4, Brewers have retaken the lead here in the 7th. Clutch 2-out hit for Aramis Ramirez. And now Gonzalez steps out. The line is complete on Hensley, a third of an inning, 2 hits, 2 runs, both earned. Ramirez a small lead at first. And the 1-0 from Romo. Gonzalez swings, pops it up foul, backing out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike. The Brewers led from the outset until the Giants, benefiting from a pass ball and then an error by Weeks. And then Weeks, the catalyst in this inning, following Aoki's single, snapping his 0 for 16 skid with an infield single himself, and then scoring 1 of the 2 runs in the frame. Here's the 1-1. Swinging a check swing roller to short. Arias will go the easy way and get the lead runner Ramirez, and the inning is through. But the Brewers score twice on 3 hits, strand a man, and will stretch on this Friday night in San Francisco. It's the Brewers 6 and the Giants 4.
WTMJ.
Bottom of the 7th inning, and the Brewers have a newly minted 6-4 advantage over the Giants. Jose Veras will come aboard and try to protect it. He's 2-1 with a 6.30 ERA. On for the 12th time. 12 strikeouts, 8 walks in his 10 innings. And Veras to face the top of the order. Blanco, Gillespie, and Melky Cabrera here in the 7th. Brewers have not trailed tonight, something that hasn't happened since April 10th. And they have come up with some clutch hits tonight after being shut out in a couple of games in San Diego. First pitch, bunt shown, pulled back, taken for strike by Blanco, who's 0 for 3. You think about what the Brewers did today. They shook up their lineup a little bit. Ryan Braun not in the starting lineup tonight. Still with some tightness in his Achilles. So able to change some things around tonight, and so far it's been the magic elixir. Here's the 0-1. There's strike 2. Brewers have survived tonight. A little hardship, an error, leading to the tying run in the 6th. Then they come right back and get 2 more. Big 2-out hits tonight by Lucroy, Ramirez. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. Blanco fans. And that's out number 1 as Veras gets the first man. So 1 gone, and now Connor Gillespie will bat. 1 out of 3 tonight. Here's the set by the big righty in the first pitch, and that one in for a strike to Gillespie. The Giants coming off of a 3-game series against the Marlins. where they scored a total of 5 runs and lost all 3 here at home. Now the 0-1 pitch from Veras. That's down and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Tonight a no-hitter by the Wisconsin Timber Rattlers. Chad Thompson and Mark Williams combining for 1. And Clinton, Iowa tonight. That one's down and away. 2 balls and a strike. Chad Thompson, a 27th rounder this past June. He went the first 5, and then Williams finished up. Two balls and a strike, bases clear, 1 out in the 7th. And the pitch. Swing and a pop foul back and out of play. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Gillespie. He was called up when Pablo Sandoval went on the DL. Sandoval suffering the same injury that he suffered last year. Broken hamate bone, but this time in the opposite hand. Remember, he's a switch hitter. This time it's in his glove hand. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the pitch. And missed away. Curveball, not with much snap on it. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Gillespie was hitting .362 at AAA Fresno. Stands in from the left side here. 3-2 pitch. Swing and a pop foul back and out of play. And we'll do it again. Well, if the Brewers hold on to their advantage, you think they would turn it over to K-Rod in the 8th. K-Rod hasn't worked since Tuesday, so he's fresh. John Axford hasn't worked since Sunday. 3-2. Swinging another foul back. Gillespie still on top of Veras, but he can't square it up. Still 3 balls and 2 strikes. Taking a gander at our American Family Insurance scoreboard. St. Louis loses at Houston today 5-4. Jose Altuve keeps hitting. He hit his 2nd home run for the Astros. 3-2 again. Swinging another foul back. That was pitch number 8, so pitch 9 will be coming to Gillespie here. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Try it once more. And a strike 3 call. Frozen on the curve, and Gillespie caught looking for the 2nd out. 2 are gone. Veras has struck them both out. And now here's Melky Cabrera. 2 out, bases empty here in the 7th. Cabrera had an RBI triple his last time. He's 2 for 3 tonight. Left-handed batter against the righty Veras. First pitch darts inside for ball 1. Another wild one tonight in Denver. Braves 9, Rockies 8 in 11 innings. Set by the righty. Veras is 1-0. Pumped in for a strike. It's 1-1. Arizona with 3 in the 8th. They win at the Mets 5-4. Took 11, but Washington wins it 4-3 over the Phillies tonight. Now the 1-1 pitch. Down and away. 2 balls and a strike. Reds 6-1 winners at Pittsburgh. Johnny Cueto's now 4-0. Jay Bruce hit his 8th home run. 6-4. Brewers lead it here in the 7th. 2-1. Swinging a foul off to the left. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Melky Cabrera. Bases clear, 2 outs. Cubs win it today 5-4 over the Dodgers. Rafael Dolis, now the new closer, got a second save with the Cubs. 2-2, and the pitch by Veras. Cabrera takes down low and away. Not by much. It missed. 3-2 now. One game going on in the National League. Miami has taken an 8-7 lead in San Diego. Giancarlo Stanton and Hanley Ramirez have each homered. 3-2 the count. And the pitch. Swinging a foul back. Don't want to bring the tying run up here in the 7th with Buster Posey, the cleanup man, on deck. Silveris coming right after him. Here's the set and the 3-2 again. Darts inside, ball 4, and a 2-out walk. That will bring up the tying run here in the 7th in the person of Buster Posey. Posey last time an RBI single. 6-4 Brewers lead. Giants batting last of the 7th. 2 outs. Cabrera on at first. The set by Veras. First pitch. It's outside, ball 1. 95 on the fastball. Right-handed batter against the righty Veras. And the 1-0 pitch. And that one misses away. 2-0, and Lucroy is going to jog out for a quick trip here. Want to remind you, since I didn't get to it about 4 innings ago, if you want a chance to meet Bernie Brewer, some Brewers alums, and even win Brewers tickets, come to the grand opening of Dunkin' Donuts on Miller Parkway on Saturday, May 19th, 9 to 10 a.m. All right, 2 balls and no strikes. Cabrera leads from first, and a toss over there. He's back in. Brewers have just gone back out in front in the top half of this inning. Now the 2-0 pitch, and it's a strike. On the outer edge, fastball over at 95, 2-1. Both teams trying to snap some doldrums. Brewers have lost 2 in a row. Giants have lost 3. Now the 2-1 pitch, swinging a pop-up foul ground first base side. A good amount of room in this park, but it'll get back into the seats. Kicked back out onto the field. It was a good 12 rows back, but Ishikawa was on it. There's a little part down the right field line where the camera well ends that you can get back there pretty far. And still, even if it had fallen over there, it would have been several rows back. A right-hander up in the bullpen for the Giants. Here's the set. 2-2 pitch. Runner goes. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Posey, the tying run, strikes out, and Veras strikes out the side in the 7th. A runner left stranded, and we'll move it to the 8th. It remains the Brewers 6 and the Giants 4.
Powerball in the 620 WTMJ.
8th inning from San Francisco, and it's Brewers 6, the Giants 4. Steve Edlifson is aboard, and back in to call it for you once more. Here's Bob Uecker.
All right, Joe, the right-hander to work the 8th against Jonathan Lucroy, who starts things off. Ishikawa follows, and then Nyjer Morgan. Edlifson, the 5th pitcher used by Bruce Bochy tonight. Lincecum, Blackley, Hensley, Romo, and now Edlifson. Jonathan Lucroy has had a good night. Big 2-run single in the 1st. Bounced out in the 3rd, then tripled and scored in the 6th on a perfect suicide squeeze from Ishikawa. Edlifson deals off the outside corner, ball 1. Game 2 in the series tomorrow afternoon. We'll have it for you. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Lucroy slaps one on the ground to short. Arias has that and throws him out. 1 up and 1 down. Here comes Ishikawa. Ishikawa tonight has bounced out, flied out, and then executed that suicide squeeze back in the 6th. Ishikawa in there, Nyjer Morgan to follow. Now the right-hander from the stretch delivers. This one's banged foul to the 2nd deck. 1 strike on the left-handed batting Travis Ishikawa. Battle of Cy Young Award winners tonight. Lincecum against Greinke. And the pitch. That's a strike on Travis, knee-high on the inside corner. 2 quick strikes on him. Edlifson. Here he comes. Low and inside and blocked by Posey. Ball 1 and strike 2. And the Seagulls starting to make their way into AT&T Park now. This place turns into a virtual aviary following the game, and into the later innings of the game. These birds show up every night, every day, swinging a foul. A lot of good eatings here. 1 ball, 2 strikes. I'm glad I'm sitting where I'm sitting.
Yeah. It's like out of a Stephen King novel.
Yes. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Now the stretch. Here it is. Ishikawa struck out, swinging on a changeup. That was a dandy. Edlifson, with 2 down, now faces Nyjer Morgan. His usual greeting here at AT&T Park. Edlifson, recalled from AAA Fresno, I should say. That was prior to the game last Saturday. And the pitch. It's downstairs, ball 1. 6-4 Brewers. They've been out hit 8-6, but they have the lead. Snapping a mini 2-game losing streak, hopefully, tonight. And send the Giants down to their 4th. Swinging a drive into left center, long run, and this ball is caught by Cabrera. Nice running catch to take at least a double away. from Nigel Morgan. 3 up, 3 down. And at the end of 7 1/2 innings of play, it remains 6-4 Brewers.
Sometimes it's Radio Network.
Tonight to open up this series against the Giants. Angel Pagan will start things off in the Giants' 8th inning against right-hander Francisco Rodriguez. Baseball being brought to you in part by Miller Lite. When you have your friends and a light beer that tastes like a beer should, it's not just a good time, it's Miller time. Here's his opening pitch. It's in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. "6-4, Brewers have the lead. Pagan with a base hit and a run scored. Back in the 5th to extend his hitting streak to 18 straight, sends a foul tip into the glove of Jonathan Lucroy. 2 strikes and nothing on him. Usinger's great tasting sausage brings you Brewers baseball. Nothing like a Usinger's brat. Chorizo, Polish, hot off the grill, soft pretzel of pretzel bun, and some of that great tasting crisp kraut. There's a broken back single in the left field. Pagan reached out and punched that one to left and broke his bat, but he's got a base hit, his second tonight. Giants trying to get back into it, down by a pair. And the first baseman, Brandon Belt, is going to be the batter.
Top pitch tonight for Jose Veras. Team of 1 inning, 1 walk and 3 strikeouts. 1 inning, 1 walk and 3 strikeouts for Veras.
Now Rodriguez. Here it is. It's too high, and it's ball 1. Jose Veras tonight worked an inning. He walked 1 and struck out the side. Giving way to Francisco Rodriguez here in the Giants' 8th. Crowd tonight, 41,082 at AT&T Park. Now the pitch with the runner going. He's got a big jump. Lucroy didn't even make an attempt. Huge running lead for Pagan. That's his 3rd stolen base of the year. For the Giants, it's their 14th. Here comes Frankie, swing and a miss. Ball 1 and strike 2 on him. Post-game show follows our broadcast tonight. Other games around the major leagues, winning and losing pitchers, today's and tonight's home run hitters. The pitch, struck him out, swinging with a beautiful breaking ball. 1 away, and Joaquin Arias is the batter. Send you a station break here in a moment. 1 out, 1 on. Francisco is ready. Draws it back and delivers. It's a strike. 10 for identification. Right now, you're on the Brewers Radio Network.
This is your news, weather, and traffic station, and the home of the Packers, Brewers, Badgers, and Bucks. News Radio 620 WTMJ, Milwaukee.
Back with you once again from AT&T Park. Bob, Joe, and Kent with you. And the pitch. Half swing and a miss. A little extra giddy up on that fastball from K-Rod. 0-2. We're in the 8th inning. Now the stretch. Lucroy sitting down low and away. Here he comes. Runner goes. Swinging a soft pop-up. That could be a double play, and it will be. He popped it up on the infield with Pagan running. Gonzalez made the catch and flipped it to Rickey at second, and the inning is over. Giants get nothing on a hit and leave nobody. To the 9th inning we go. 6-4 Brewers.
Banter music.
Steve Edlifson is still working for San Francisco as the Brewers come to bat here in the 9th inning. The Axeman is up in the Brewers bullpen. And we have a pinch batter now. Batting for K-Rod, this is Cesar Estouras. Edlifson is ready to work and delivers off the outside corner. Ball one.
One hit and one strikeout. 1 inning, 1 hit and 1 strikeout for Rodriguez.
So we'll see Axford in the 9th to try and save it. Swinging a liner, left field, base hit. Estouras went down and got that one and lined it over the head of Gillespie. Base hit to lead things off. And here is Nori Aoki. All right, Edlifson, new sign from Buster Posey. Estouras is running. The pitch is a strike. The throw to second. They're going to get him by a mile. As soon as Estouras ran and Buster Posey received that pitch, you knew he was going to be out by plenty. All right, one away. The pitch was a strike on Aoki. This one is bounced to first. It's a fair ball right at the bag. Grabbed by Brandon Belt. That takes care of Aoki. Here comes Ricky Weeks. Aoki came in to the game, I should say, with Gomez leaving with a slightly pulled hamstring. It was nothing major, and when Gomez was running on the play, turned first and was going to second, you could see him pull up a little bit. Now Ricky looks at a ball low and outside. Yeah, he pulled up a little bit and kind of gave a funny look into the dugout and left the game, and hamstring pull. Nothing big. Ricky a half swing and missed that one. 1-1 now from Edlifson. And Gomez, who does such outstanding work with his speed. See how long he's going to be out, if they can handle that without too much of a problem. Swinging a bouncer right side off the bat of Ricky Weeks, hustling down the line. Burris throws him out to end the inning. No runs on a hit with nobody left. To the bottom half of inning number 9 we go. The axe man cometh. It's the Brewers 6 and the Giants 4. Well, the axe man is on. Axford to try and save it now for the Crew. Emmanuel Burris will lead things off for the Giants. And Axford is ready. Here's his first offering, showing bunt and looking down low, ball 1. Axford now sitting on 48 consecutive saves, 4th longest streak in Major League history. And the 1-0 is in there right down Main Street, and it's 1-1. All-time leader Eric Gagne with 84. That's pretty impressive. The 1-1 delivery is hit foul against the netting. Ball 1 and strike 2 down. Jose Valverde is up next for Axford. He's at 51. Then it's Tom Gordon at 54. And then the all-time leader, Eric Gagne. Consecutive saves the pitch. Half swing, he's gone. Strikeout for Axford. No argument from Burris on that one. That was a letter-high fastball, and he tried to check but couldn't. Hector Sanchez, a Giants catcher, is going to be a pinch batter now.
1 strikeout. 2 innings, 1 hit, 1 strikeout.
Sanchez the batter, and Axford deals a strike 0-1. Right over the top with a 95-mile-per-hour fastball. Working from the stretch per usual, and here it is. Half swing and a bouncer into the Giants dugout. Fooled on that breaking ball from Axie. Hector Sanchez back up to Buster Posey. The pitch to him, fouled back against the netting. Still 0-2 with 1 out. Gregor Blanco, the right fielder, is due next. 41,082 looked on here tonight. Brewers 2 outs away from snapping their little losing streak at 2. The pitch way high and pulled down by Lucroy. And they get upstairs to get that one. All 1 and strike 2. Crowd hanging around for this one. Good one to open up the series. Brewers trying to send the Giants down to their 4th consecutive loss. That one drops low. There's a breaking ball popping away from Lucroy. 2 balls and 2 strikes. A win for the Crew would be their 12th against 14 losses. Cardinals still ride the top. 16-9 for St. Louis. From the stretch, he's ready and delivers low and inside, and he went around. That was a breaking ball. He tried to check and couldn't do it. Another strikeout for Axford. And now with 2 down, here is Gregor Blanco, the right fielder. Nothing out of 4 tonight. He struck out twice, bounced out in line to center. Nigel Morgan made a heck of a catch on him. Back in the 5th inning with a couple of runners in scoring position, he ran into right center and hauled down that drive off the bat of Blanco. Here's the pitch by Axford. Dropping a little bit low, and it's ball 1. 2 outs. Now the stretch. Here it is. It's hit in the air to left. Back is Aoki on the warning track, and he'll catch it. And this game is over. Nori Aoki with a nice running catch to pull down that long drive off the bat of Blanco.
3 hours.
And the Brewers take the opener. Final 6-4 Milwaukee. Back with the totals and summaries after this on the Brewers Radio Network. Those settle in for a little feast. What about the line tonight, Joe?
Yeah, for the Brewers, 6 runs on 7 hits, 1 error, 5 left. The Brewers improved to 12 and 14. For the Giants, 4 runs, 9 hits, no errors, and 6 left. The Giants are now also 12 and 14. The winning pitcher, Cameron Lowe, in relief. He pitched 2/3 of an inning, and he goes to 2-0. The loss goes to Clay Hensley. The 2 hits he gave up in the 7th came around to score, and so he falls to 1-3. John Axford converts his 49th consecutive save, 4th all time, and his 6th of the year with 2 strikeouts in a 1-2-3 9th inning. Time of the game, 3 hours in front of 41,082 tonight at AT&T Park.
What about our local Chevrolet star of the game tonight?
Well, Aramis Ramirez with that 2-out, 2-run hit in the 7th broke that 4-4 tie. And the Brewers tonight, for the first time since April 10th, they never trail in a game. They kept the lead all throughout, and they win it tonight.
A couple of big 2-out base hits.
Lucroy as well.
And Ramirez. Yep. All right. Brought to you by Chevrolet, the official sponsor of the Brewers. Game 2 in the series, we'll have that for you tomorrow. Our jockey pregame show gets underway at 2:30 Central Time, and then Randy Wolf goes up against Madison Bumgarner. Until then, this is Bob Uecker along with Joe Block and Ken Sommerfeld, inviting you to stay tuned for the postgame show, and until tomorrow afternoon, bidding you a very pleasant good evening and good morning from AT&T Park here in San Francisco. Once again, the final score tonight, Brewers 6, Giants 4. So long, everybody. You are listening to the Brewers Radio Network.